Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 485-613. This is a satin oxidized oil rubbed bronze doorstop and holder. This is called a gooseneck style. Kind of use your imagination and see why they call it a gooseneck style. Gooseneck style door holder. This is a doorstop and holder is what this is. Nice, elegant sort of architecturally pleasing sort of design. This is the door portion. That's the plate that's going to attach to the door. Your pad is here for making contact when you are stopping the door. Of course, that feature is going to look like that when it's all said and done. Okay. That's what that crest is on the top of the holder. This is a 461B. That's the part number for that replacement bumper. That's a fairly common bumper that will run across other items in their line. Those are easily replaced. There's a screwdriver down. There's a screw down there that you can see. You can actually order these in black as well, should you want. It would be typical to see a black bumper with a oil rubbed finish in most pieces of hardware, but for Rockwood it's going to be gray. You can specify black and they can indicate that in the comment field. This is a bronze base material. This is available in brass base material. This is available, well actually just those two. All the finishes, chrome, your chrome finishes, your brass finishes, your bronze finishes, satin polished, obviously oil rubbed. Rockwood is great at doing specials. If you want antique nickel, they can do that as well. Obviously some lead time involved, but that's not a problem for them to manufacture. Now, moving on to the link below this video to the document called Product Brochure. That's handy because it allows you to review this item along with Rockwood's sister products to their doorstops and holders. This item is going to be tucked down at the bottom of the page and shows the gooseneck without it, shorter gooseneck, and then two variants on that as well. Obviously, you are not using this with a fire-rated door. A fire-rated door would not permit the addition of a manual holder like this. Where you're going to see this is in an application where you have potential significant volume. It's going to need to be heavy-duty. What's nice about it is the height will allow you to positively stop a door even if your undercut's a little bit higher than normal. You wouldn't see this in a residential application. It's just, not that you couldn't, but it's just a bit overkill for residential applications. But you'll see this in schools. You'll see it in a variety of applications where you're requiring something a bit heavier duty, but the person who's installing it or specifying it or paying for it wants something a little bit more architecturally pleasing. And I think most people agree that this will serve that purpose. The dimensional properties of this item, they have a 3-inch height. I'll hold it upside down a little bit easier. That's going to be in reference to the overall height. To the center of the stop, you're about 2 5/16. So that means you're going to be able to handle, that greater than standard undercut. The overall width of the base at its widest is about 1.5 inches. Overall length of the base, about 2.5. Okay. The door portion, 1 inch wide. 2-inch overall height. Thickness of the item, 3/8 of an inch. Now, one thing that I like about this model is that it includes right from the factory a very excellent screw package. You're going to get that machine bolt. You'll get a lead expansion shield, which is if you ever used lead expansion shields, you know how positive of a perfect mount securing they are. Then you're going to get, of course, 3 screws and 1 plastic anchor. One of those 3 screws is larger. That's the one that goes down here, along with the plastic anchor. So you'll get your holes drilled. You'll get your lead anchor seated. You'll get your plastic anchor installed. You'll rotate that on the threaded rod, and then you'll get this positioned and run your screw down for the final portion of the installation. The other 2 screws are certainly just to hold that portion onto the door. Okay. The name Rockwood is synonymous with all things trim and auxiliary hardware related, and it's synonymous, the name, in my experience, with good quality fit and finish. I'm always reasonably impressed. I'm always incredibly impressed, reasonably impressed, or just marginally impressed with their fit and finish. Sometimes you'll have a single item that may be less than perfect, but with oil rub bronze, that's hard to tell what's typical of the finish and otherwise. But I'm always impressed with the quality of the fit and finish of the Rockwood items that I review. Door stops, kick plates, push and pull hardware, ancillary items like shims that you'll use on steel doors. They do an excellent quality of custom pivots. Absolutely beautiful architectural hardware, which leads me to tell you about the Rockwood RM series, their line of architectural door pulls. That's an exquisite furniture caliber sort of quality hardware. They can do solid stainless, different sorts of powder coating, anodizing. They can do leather wrapped, wood veneer, etc. Those links to that catalog as well as down below this video on the manufacturer's page. Any questions on the Rockwood 485-613 satin oxidized oil rubbed bronze doorstop and holder or keeper, or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.